Hola, buenos días. Hello and how are you? Good morning. So, welcome to my new YouTube page, YouTube channel, YouTube video, o lo que sea, lo que queréis llamar. In this YouTube page or YouTube video, what I'm trying to create is I'm trying to build up an audience or a group of students who are between A1 and A2, people who know Spanish or have forgotten their basics and who want to brush up their Spanish between A1 and A2 level, or people who are thinking of learning Spanish but they aren't sure that if Spanish is the language for them. So these videos will be basically for them and it will be between the level of A1 and A2. And I'll try not to touch the intermediate levels so that if you want to learn Spanish, if you're a new Spanish learner, then you can aprovechar these videos. So the topic is super fácil, es super easy, super básico y super importante. The topic is really easy, it's really important, and I think it's very basic. I think if you're learning Spanish, so you should start with the pronombres. That is something really basic and it's really easy to grasp. So the first pronombre or the pronoun that we have in Spanish is yo. 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 If you look carefully at the spelling, it is Y and an O. So the Y in Spanish, we say j. 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 If you are saying jug in English, this is the same pronunciation for the j in your jug. J. Jo. Jo. That is I. Number two that we have with us is tu. 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 That is you. So for Indian speakers or for the Indian people, it's really easy to say these words. Why? Because in India, in Hindi, our native language, tu is literally you, and in Spanish as well, tu is you. So basically, tu and tu is the same and it both means you. I always say to my Indian students that if you speak Hindi, it's really easy for you to grasp Spanish because most of the pronunciation of the letters is way similar to the Hindi language. Number three that we have with us is L. 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 L is he. Very easy. L. He. Then we have Asia. 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 If you see carefully, we have this spelling that goes E-double-L-A. If I were to pronounce this in English, I would have said probably Ella. Ella. But in Spanish language, my double L changes into the pronunciation of J. That is a little bit similar to the Jo that we just looked. So, my double L will become J and it will change into Asia. 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 Then we have with us nosotros. 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 Now, if you want to say us, but all of us, all of the group of my friends or my friend group, all of us are chicos, they are boys, they are masculine. In that case, I'm going to say nosotros. Nosotros. Now, all of my friends are chicas, they are girls. In that case, I'm going to change my O for an A and I'm going to say nosotras. 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 If you are familiar with European languages or if you don't know European languages, in European languages, for example, German, French, Spanish, the words change according to the gender. So if I'm talking about girls, the word usually changes, and if I'm talking about boys, the word changes into another form. Coming on to the next one, we have you all. You all. For example, if I'm a teacher and I'm in a class and I want to say a group of students that are in front of me and I want to say you all. You all. People sitting next to me or sitting in front of me are boys. In that case, I'm going to say vosotros. Vosotros. vosotros, vosotros. Now, logically and applying the rule from before, if you all are girls, I'm going to change my vosotros into vosotras. Vosotras. I'm going to change my O for an A, and by this I'm referring to all of the girls that are in front of me. If there are girls sitting in front of me and I want to say you all, I'm going to say vosotras. If all of you all are boys, I'm going to say vosotros. Coming on to the next one, we have they all. They all. So they all in Spanish is ellos. 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 Now, if they all or those group of people or they all are feminine, they all are chicas, in that case, I'm going to change again my O for an A and I'm going to say ellas. 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 So while learning pronombres or while learning the Spanish language in general, you have to keep in mind the gender that you're talking about. You have to keep in mind if you're talking about boys, chicos, or if you're talking about girls, las chicas. If you're talking about chicos, you use O. If you're talking about chicas, you generally use A. So while you're talking about pronombres, be careful and keep in mind, always think that which gender you're talking about. If you're talking about boys, then you're going to use nosotros or vosotros. If you're talking about girls, then you're going to say nosotras or vosotras. Coming on to the last and the final part, there are some words in Spanish. There's one particular word in Spanish that you can use for referring sir or ma'am. Now, personally, as an extranjera, I haven't seen a lot of people in Spain using this word. I haven't heard a lot of people saying usted. I haven't heard a lot of people using the form or the formal tone here, that is usted. In Spain, I have encountered a lot of people using tú. That's what we call tutear. Tutear. Now, what is tutear? Tutear is basically the concept of not using the formal tone, not using usted, and instead of using usted, you say tú. You use the informal tone with people. Now, personally, for me, I think I haven't encountered a lot of people in Spain who use usted. There might be some people, there might be older people or the senior people that I've heard using the word usted, but entre los jóvenes, and between the young people, I don't think I've ever heard the word usted or referring to someone as usted, or between my teachers as well. I don't think I've ever called them usted. I want to say sir or ma'am in English. If I would have said in English,
pronombres was easy for you to grasp. Do not forget to compartir, comenta, and give a like to this video. Till then, I'll keep making more videos of A1 and A2 and bring it to you guys so that you can brush up your Spanish concepts. If you do not know Spanish, then you can learn Spanish with me. Till then, adios.